All right, we looked at the Revel. Now we're going to look at the EKKO Sprinter. Tell us a little bit about this guy. This is looks to be a bigger model than the Revel.
Yep. So 19.6 is the Revel. Really meant for that utilitarian kind of individual or couples that are, quite frankly, family that's going to go out as far as possible and boondock. As I talked about, technology in there is truly best in class to get you out further. This allows you also to get pretty far out there. This is 24.5 feet long, so it's a little bit bigger. It's a Class C, also built on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, but it's a cutaway chassis. So versus a van, we basically build everything from the back.
Okay.
So same engine, 4-cylinder, turbo diesel. This has dualies in the back. Being bigger, carrying a little bit more weight, from a gross vehicle weight standpoint, we just needed to use the dually series.
Yeah, makes sense.
But a couple things about this. There's a sister product that came out in 2021 called the EKKO. Now, this is also the EKKO. This is just on the Sprinter chassis. The other one is on a Ford Transit chassis.
Okay.
That's a little bit shorter by 14 inches. And ultimately, as we kind of looked at the marketplace, we knew that product was a home run. People were ordering it, buying it. We arguably were limited simply from chassis, needing the chassis. And so Winnebago said, okay, let's see how we can kind of take this and convert it onto a Mercedes chassis. And lo and behold, you have this new product. Couple of things about this that I love, and you'll see in the floor plan, but it allows you to still go off-grid, off-road, but still you can sleep up to 5 individuals on this.
Also family.
So it's a lot family. And so you're thinking about Class A folks that are kind of wanting to be smaller. You can get 5 people on this.
That's amazing.
But the biggest thing is you also get the storage. So this is the first of its kind garage in the US with this much space. Fit easily 2 bicycles. We've included the Molly panels. I'd assume you guys use Molly panels quite a bit in terms of accessorizing. We are seeing a lot of folks simply just outfit this entire garage and making it their own and just using it how they see fit. If they're bicyclists, they're putting their bikes in there.
There's 3 points of access.
And there's 3 points.
You can put so much in there, Sean.
Oh my God.
You could probably put your camera equipment in there. And
Almost all of it.
almost all of it.
Other thing on the outside that I love, which I'm going to actually open at some point, this guy. This is an awning that is called the Batwing awning that comes fully around.
Oh, I've always wanted to see these.
270 and then hooks up there. So now you have a beautiful camping area, protected. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Now I'm going to be selfish here. The selenite gray on this is my favorite thing.
Beautiful.
Just looks military-esque, doesn't look argue like an RV, kind of has that sleek, kind of rugged look. We're seeing a lot of folks buy this. It also has the pop top, so you can sleep 2 more up there. So that's the 5 that you get. Well, let's go inside.
Yeah.
24.5. So we're seeing these folks. You can park this in a Costco parking lot, a Walmart parking lot. Like, you can drive around town, but you still have the space. You still have the space for your family.
Do you need a special license to drive?
Nope.
Cool.
In general, for RVing, you don't need a special license. You can actually drive a 46-foot tag axle RV with a 40-foot trailer with a boat behind it.
All kosher.
On a
Maybe you shouldn't do that, but you can.
But you can.
I got it. Yeah.
So, as I said, a little bit different. Standard Winnebago. These are for dog leashes. Again, 70% of our owners have dogs, so we take care of them. We love them. All right, we'll come inside. We'll see a little bit different, a little bit wider, a little bit longer. So this configuration actually turns into a full bed.
Okay.
For someone. Ladder, there's 2 folks upstairs. You kind of have your quote-unquote living room, dining room all together here. Your little TV with your sound system. All your control panels are hidden in here. Much larger fridge. So a lot more for a family compared to the Revel.
Yeah.
As we go back,
Look up here.
countertop, dining table, induction cooktop, microwave. Kind of have everything that you need from a kitchen standpoint.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip the bathroom for a second because it's actually weirdly one of my favorite parts. You come back here. 2 twin beds. Another one that's built on the WinSleep system. So this is patented by Winnebago. It's quite comfortable.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
A lot of folks love this.
Yeah.
This can be used. Oh, this is the different one. Oh, they switched it. So this, if you flip it over, if you're husband and wife, you have your countertop.
Beautiful.
Seat. And then
Drinks, don't spill.
this guy actually can go, there's a plank that I won't pull out, but it goes here, and so you then have a full-size bed.
Wow.
Or it's actually larger than a queen bed.
Such good details.
AC unit in the back, because the pop-top is there. The non-pop-top version, the AC's in the middle. Plenty of storage space, both up here. Reading lights. Personal drawers. Another cabinet. Your bags. So you have storage, storage, storage. Plus the garage storage. As I said, my favorite part. The bathroom, which is weird to say sometimes. So you see sink, and then you'll see the toilet right here. One of the things that our customers love, if you think about Japanese kind of small design, is you shift this over.
Whoa, efficient.
And now you have a full-size shower.
That is incredible.
Nice work.
That's so smart.
So we love this. I kid you not, this is literally the #1 social media post we've ever posted. Is literally just opening that. That's funny.
I can see it.
Wow.
And then a pop top.
Yeah.
Yes. Dual pop top upstairs.
And it's huge up here. You and Sammy could be up here.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So again, if you're like myself, this is perfect for my family. It's my wife and I. We have one kid. This is more than enough space. Quite frankly, if we had a couple of us, we had the seat belts, we have everybody. You're able to just get out there.
Yeah.
It's nimble. You're not obviously that Class A customer, but you can take this out to Death Valley and go out to the middle of nowhere. Hopefully the camera's okay.
Oh yeah, it's tough. Been through way worse.
So this is still rugged. It's still off-road. You do have the dual, you have the all-wheel drive system. You have the storage. You're able to bring some of your toys out there.
The amount of
You can
storage in
tow it.
this is just so well thought of and just incredible. Like,
Every inch
Yeah.
has to be utilized.
yeah.
So I'd say as backcountry as you can get.
Yeah.
Still very capable with backcountry. Rugged, has the capabilities. I'm going to call this, I make up this term, but if you said there's such a thing as the outback in Australia, I'm going to call it the front back.
Okay.
You can still get off the paved road. We see a lot of our customers getting onto dirt, taking it aggressively, both with these tires and with knobbier tires. We have a special edition called the NPF edition. National Park Foundation is a key partner of ours.
Amazing.
So that has some more off-grid, off-road capabilities. But this still, we see a lot of customers, and so we still include it in the backcountry series. It's nimble. It's a shorter wheelbase. It's nimble.
It's nice and approachable.
It's on a Ram chassis, which is different, just under 18 feet. So a lot more, again, nimble. You can get it out, you can take it, and you still can take it off-roading
Okay.
to some degree. But it is front-wheel drive. It's on a Ram chassis. Same thing, we buy the van. We work with Ram to ensure we have specific specs. So like this one has the digital rear view camera, which is awesome. Obviously with a lot of this in the back, sometimes you can't see through the back. That gives a lot of safety features. Has the side detection warnings and all that, which is key for our customers. But it's a little bit simpler in nature compared to these guys, a little bit smaller. And so why don't we start in the back?
Yeah.
And this is actually our smallest guy. It's the Solis Pocket. Bathroom is in the back. You can see it's fully integrated from a shower, sink, outdoor shower, but then some of your storage and your propane. We're seeing a lot of, this is very approachable as a van. So we actually see a lot of single females driving this and getting into the RV world. But we are also seeing couples at various ages across the spectrum that are moving into this and just enjoying the size and being able to really get out wherever they want versus being limited by a larger C or a Class A. And so there's this dynamic change in the industry of kind of moving to smaller and accepting it. I would equate it no differently to the housing industry where folks are kind of moving into smaller houses. But everything's right here from a bathroom standpoint. So then we go on the inside. Another one that I love is this netting company. Obviously, if you're outside, you want to bring the outside inside. So it's just magnetic.
Oh,
It's
wonderful.
easy. These doors are not automated, which is actually nice because you can actually kind of pull it halfway
Oh,
and
good.
just kind of keep it there from a safety and protection standpoint, or just however you want to engage with the outdoors. All right, we'll go inside. So some things that you'll see different. Propane cooktop versus induction. Sink, kitchen, pretty standard. This one actually has a pop top. So you're sitting in a 18-foot van that actually can sleep 4 people. Wow. And the reason I say that is while this can fit 2, this is very creative and kind of call that small space design. It's gonna be hard to show right now pretty quickly, but this actually comes out. That actually comes out. This then lays flat. This goes down. These pads all maneuver, and you now have a double bed.
That's incredible.
And so space matters in these vehicles, and obviously leveraging it now. Do you want to use it while you're driving? Kind of, maybe. You can't get through because obviously this is then blocked. But at night, takes 5 minutes to set up, pulls it together. You have 2 beds. You have 2 beds up top. So again, if you're a family, really trying to just kind of get around, you have still 4 spots here.
So good. Space is just incredible.
Less of the bells and whistles that the other units have, less electrical power, just not as capable, but that's okay because that's what this customer wants. In the end, we're catering to a slew of different customers. And so we're trying to make sure that, hey, we have the products that really meet their needs. Same thing, those seats will flip around. So you could turn those around. What your arm is on is actually a table that comes out.
Oh, yeah.
And so that can open up if you really wanted it to.
It's funny, a friend of mine from Denver, she has a Solis from a few years ago. I'm pretty sure she still doesn't have a house. She toured Mexico, United States, Canada for 10 months in it with her cat. She's living in California out of her van right now. Was just on the real world, just crazy, like just living the ultimate van life.
That's what we're seeing with this customer. As I said, single females, very approachable, easy to drive, drives like a vehicle, you can park it easily. Single anybody, just living the van life. So
very clean.
And just, simple and clean. So I would say Winnebago has always been known. I think most people think of us as the old Braves and Chieftains that you see even in Stranger Things or in Spaceballs. It's the iconic Class A's, and so I think a lot of people forget that we've actually kind of revolutionized the B space. Still the market share leader. The EKKO is in its class of its own. Literally, if you put that in its class of its own, it's the only thing that's out there. And so a lot of this story is not only to obviously tell our product stories, but really to articulate that Winnebago isn't your grandpa's Winnebago. We obviously have a lot of your Class A's, but we've kind of really looked at technology innovation, chassis innovation. You
sort of took all that you learned from those big old Class A's and condensed it and continue to innovate.
A lot of it's the market's changing, the consumer's changing, younger audience are coming in, their expectations for technology, for really boondocking, getting out. So like if you put traditional RVing in the middle of a bell curve, 15 years ago, that was really it. Last 10 years with technology improvements, but also that changing customer, I'd say 2 extremes. One, folks going out further and further and further and disconnecting just because technology is running their lives and they want technology just to support them out there, but disconnect. And then the other side is just everyday use of RVs. We're seeing so many people actually use this van as their everyday vehicle, which is fantastic as we think about the use case and the spectrum. But it also adds tons of complexity, which is fun to solve. So.
Got some really good offerings for different audiences. It's cool.
Yeah, Winnebago's the only one that has A, B, C, and travel trailers as a single brand. So.
And I think the reliability is there too, because you still see even the old, when I was growing up, the Winnebagos, they're still on the road. Those things are still running.
We have, what is it? Our engineering leader purchased a 70s, I can't remember the year, maybe it was 73 Brave, and we've been having fun just completely remodeling it. And just refreshing everything.
I love that.
So
my father-in-law has 283 Winnebagos, one for parts, I won.
Funny enough, we still make some parts for those old guys.
Good. He's still using it.
Not often, but yeah.
He's in Ohio. Goes down to Bowling Green, which is a big thing to go check out.
Yeah.
And they take all the guys in the Winnebago. Have a good time.
That's awesome.
We have every summer in second week of July, third week of July, typically, we have something called Camp Winnebago. It's in Forest City, Iowa, where headquarters for the Winnebago brand is.
Oh, what state is it?
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay.
And so we have roughly anywhere from 600 to 800 rigs show up, and we have this massive campground that can actually host up to about 1,500 rigs.
Wow.
Typically I think this summer we had 1,400 people, and so we put on this big Camp Winnebago for 4 or 5 days.
That's awesome. That's cool.
And typically there's the old, like the vintage ones that show up. This year I think we had 6. Pristine, perfectly running. Some of them just came obviously from town because they're like third generation Winnebago or some part of the family, the original family. But then I think 4 of them came from out of state. And I was like,
Wow.
you drove this from where?
Pros.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well,
Cool.
Thank you for your time. This has been
Yeah,
fun.
this is amazing.